What's good, y'all? It's your girl Martini back at it again with another video. You already know what it is. And obviously you can see from the title, this is a base routine. Just showing you what I do with my base routine and also my everyday makeup at the same time. I didn't think I was going to record me doing any sort of eye makeup today, but I did. I did my everyday liner, and listen, I haven't done liner since like maybe middle school or high school. I haven't touched eyeliner since middle school or high school. I am 23. Okay, I am 23 years old. Do the math. That's how long it's been since I touched eyeliner. That's how long. And honestly, I'm honestly better at it now than I was in high school. No cap. I'm gonna be honest. Because now I know how to do eyeliner that fits my eye shape without looking weird. I hope you enjoy the video. So let's just get into it. Alright, so we're gonna hop right into the brows, and I already primed off camera. I used the Maybelline Fit Me Matte+Poreless Sunscreen primer. Usually I use the e.l.f. Matte Purifying primer, but since I couldn't find it, or did I feel like looking for it, I just used Maybelline instead. And now I'm just using a NYX makeup eyeshadow, red eyeshadow. I will leave the name of the palette in the description since I don't remember it right now. And I'm just carving out the shape of the brows that I want, and you will see me struggle with trying to at least make my brows even. It's a daily struggle. I feel like I struggled more even when I had brows to work with than no brows at all. Now I'm just using a Maybelline concealer color correcting highlighting compact, you know, the whole 9 yards. I'm gonna go ahead and just carve out my desired shape, and like I said, you're gonna see me struggle throughout this. And today was just one of those days where I struggled just a little bit more. Now going in with my air sponge translucent powder just to set the primer, also to keep my brows from moving. This is my holy grail. I have to use this before I do my makeup. This literally keeps everything in place before I put anything on top. And since I do have oily combination skin, translucent powder is a must to keep my makeup from looking like it's literally melting off my face. Now going in with concealer, I'm using the LA Pro concealer in Tawny. I'm gonna go ahead and just apply that to my lids and warm it up with my fingers just to give a even spread before I do any sort of eyeshadow. Now going in with my 25A Morphe palette, I'm going to go ahead and take that beige shade and just go ahead and set the concealer to avoid any movement and creasing. Now going with the shade that is closest to my skin tone, I'm going to go ahead on a fluffy brush and apply that to my crease, and only my crease, just to give a little bit more warmth to the eyes. Now going in with a dark brown shade, I'm just going to use that on a flat rounded brush and going to go ahead and just map out my liner just so I know how long I want it to be and where the ending point is. I like to end my liner a third part of the way just because it fits my eye shape more, since I do have hooded eyes and sometimes the eyeliner can get lost if I bring the liner in too close to the center of my eye. So I like doing my liner that way before going in with liquid liner, because it can get super messy, at least for me, because I'm a perfectionist when it comes to my eyeliner. It can get a little messy. And I also wanted to add it in the beginning of the video. As you can see, my lighting, it is, dimming as the footage goes on. It'll kind of be doing that throughout the video, since my little LED light doesn't hold that much power throughout a long period of time. So yeah, I just wanted to add that in. Now going with black eyeshadow on the same brush that I used to map out my liner. I'm just going to go ahead and just fill in the gaps and also just darken it up, but also smoking it out, just because I like how it looks having a smoky liner effect before I go in with liquid liner. So now we're taking a break from the eyes and jumping straight into base, since my base takes a little bit longer than my eyes do. I'm using the LA Pro Girl concealer in pure beige and just cover up any blemishes and redness that I have on my skin. And apparently eye bags. I knew that I had eye bags, but they look a little bit darker than they have over the years, and that's probably because your girl doesn't sleep. This happened as of recently. I don't sleep. I barely get any sleep, but we won't get into that. So I'm just going to go ahead and just rub it in with my fingers to spread the product evenly. Now I'm going back in with the LA Pro Concealer in Tawny and just highlighting the areas that I want to be more highlighted. So my nose, the bridge of my nose, my chin, my forehead. I don't know why I highlight my forehead and the under part of where my liner is, when I know I'm going to have to go in later on and clean up my liner with concealer, and my forehead is already big enough. So I feel like adding highlighter, whether it's too much or too little, just makes my forehead look bigger than it already is. Now we're using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Powder Foundation in Toffee, and I'm just going to use that on the outer perimeters of my face and my neck. You know, we got to match that face with that neck. And this is literally my favorite powder foundation I have used in my entire life. I've been using this since middle school, and this will be the only powder foundation that I will ever use. It is literally the only thing that is like seriously closest to my skin tone. Now going in with the Maybelline Super Stay 24-Hour Powder Foundation. I'm just going to use that to basically set where I put the concealer and also highlight the center parts of my face. I honestly really like this powder foundation. It's nice and smooth. It doesn't make you look dry. You can build it on as you go, and it gives a very nice finish. For contouring, we're going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit in shade Light Medium. And listen, I know it's probably time for me to let this palette go and just get me a new one, because there's not even that much product left of the shades that I use. But one thing about me is, until I hit pan on every single shade, when it comes to any palette or any makeup product, I will not get rid of it. I guess I've decided it is not time to let it go. But I'm just going to go ahead and just sculpt my face, give a little bit more warmth. Now going in with the two same shades, I'm just going to take a flat squared brush and I'm just going to go ahead and just contour and outline how the shape of my contour I want it to look. And listen, my nose contour has definitely evolved over time. You know, sometimes I still have those days where it doesn't look as good as I want it to look, and especially since, I kid you not, I really think that my nose is lopsided. I'm being completely honest. I'm not trying to be funny or nothing. I feel like my nose is definitely lopsided, so I feel like that's why it takes me so long to perfect my nose contour. Alright, so now I'm going to take this pale yellow shade to start the baking, and with the same brush that I used to set my concealer, I'm just going to go ahead and just sculpt out and sharpen up my contour on my nose before I set the rest of my face, because I need my nose contour to look perfect and just amazing before I go into the rest of my face. Normally I would use my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Setting Powder, but since I am running low, like super low on that powder, I'm just going to be using the shade in the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. And now I'm going to be taking an angle brush, same shade. I'm going to go ahead and set the under part of my jaw, my chin, forehead, under parts of my eye, just to brighten it up and just let it sit there for a little bit while I continue the rest of my face. Now going in with a little bit of concealer, I'm going to be using a concealer brush just to clean up around my wing to give it a more precise and sharper look to it. I usually clean my wing up after using liquid eyeliner, but I guess in the moment it just felt like I needed to clean it up before I used liquid eyeliner. Now I'm going to be using, I believe this is the Physicians Formula Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner in the shade Black. Just going to go ahead and just add a little bit more pigment, make my eyeliner look super sharp. And you're going to see here that there's a little bit of space left in between my eyeliner. We don't fill that in. This is actually a hack that I learned for those who have hooded eyes, so that our eyeliner doesn't look like it's getting lost in between our creases. And I've been absolutely obsessed with this hack and have always done it every time I do my liner. Now we're taking some black eyeshadow on a small rounded flat brush that I believe we use to map out the wing. I don't know what this is called. I'm just going to call it little inner corner action, making my inner corner a little bit more pointy. I'll be honest, I never understood why people added a pointy inner color. I never really liked it, but I decided to try it out one day, and now I'm literally obsessed with it and do it every single time, and I've been obsessed with it. Now I'm just going to go ahead and just clean up the inner corner with some concealer. And y'all, I apologize about the lighting. My light was really struggling throughout this whole video. The amount of times that I had to pause recording to charge my light was really insane. Okay, so I applied my lashes off camera just to save me some time. And now I'm going to be going into my favorite step of makeup all time, is highlighter. I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Cosmetics Face and Body Shimmer in Luna from the Retro Paradise collection. And y'all, just watch. The camera couldn't pick it up, but look at it. It is so stunning. It's nice and light. It's nothing too crazy. You can add and just pile it on and it won't look too crazy. You can put this underneath and on top any of your favorite highlighters. This is my go-to highlighter. I feel like a glazed donut every single time. And look, I don't even know how I got concealer on my nose, but guess what? Highlighter will literally fix that. Now I'm going to be using my second favorite highlighter, which is the Wet n Wild Loose Highlighter. I forgot the shade color. Everything will be in the description, but this just literally just adds. And with loose highlighters, you literally don't need that much. Like, look, it's evidence within itself. It's just beautiful. It's so amazing. Like I said, I'd be feeling like a glazed donut. Just every time I put highlighter on, it makes my life 10 times better. Now we're going straight into the lips. I'm just moisturizing my lips a little bit more. And I'm going to be using the Nicka Cosmetics lip color in the shade the Hepatitis Rose. I could be wrong, but I'm just going to use that to line the outer parts of my lips. I would usually use a black liner, but since I don't know where mine went, I feel like it left me in the 6th dimension. But I'm just going to use that to line my lips. The consistency of this is nice and smooth. You can pile it on as you go. The pigment is okay, but like I said, if you needed to put more on to get more of a richer black shade, you can just go ahead and just pile it right on and it won't mess up the consistency of it whatsoever. Now I'm going to go ahead and use another Nicka lip color in a nude shade. I'm just going to go and put it in the center of my lips, just focusing it there, blot it in to give it that ombre effect. But you're going to see me go back and forth between shades to get it to how I want it to look. I was struggling just a little bit, but it turned out how I wanted it to look. So in the end, I was happy with it. Now I'm going to go ahead and add some little beauty marks using my liquid liner. Fun fact, I actually do have a beauty mark above my lip, but it's not really that prominent, so, and also when I put makeup on you can't really see it, so I'm emphasizing it just a little bit. And for some reason I feel like beauty marks just add to a look. I don't know what it is, I just feel like it's just so, like, it just pulls everything in. I forgot to do this step while I was doing my eyes, but I'm just using some black eyeshadow and kind of just carving the underlying part of my eyes. It's not so much tight linings, just the under part of your eyes, and it kind of adds a little sinister look or a dark and mysterious look. I don't really know words right now, so we're just going to use that. Now for the last and final step, I'm going to be using the NYX Makeup lip gloss, just a clear lip gloss, and I'm just going to be adding it to the outer part of my lips and blotting it into the center. With this kind of lip gloss, you have to be careful because it can get messy super quick if you add too much. That's why I like to work my way in and just blot it in. After that, I'm going to go and put on the rest of my jewelry off camera, and that will be it for today's video. So I figured that I would just talk in my outro because honestly, filming outros, voiceovers, they just don't feel right to me, but recording and voiceovers too. So this is the end result. I hope you enjoyed it. I was contemplating on what to call this video because I didn't think I was gonna film myself doing my eye makeup. At first I was going to do like a halo eye, but then I really didn't feel like doing my makeup like that today. I really didn't, being completely honest. But yeah, I just decided that I'm just gonna call this base routine and my everyday makeup. Just every day. I'm just gonna stick with that. But yeah, that's just it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed, and I will leave everything I used in the description so that you know if you want it, go get it. And this is how I do my everyday makeup. Everyday base, everyday eyes, everyday lips. I don't really do my brows red most of the time, but usually it's black. If you want to go watch my eyebrow tutorial on how to do my brows, it's up on my page. I think I'm gonna do like an updated one or just show different brow styles that I do. So if you want a video like that of me doing different brow styles, let me know and I will definitely hop onto it. But yes, final look, we are stunning. Had to add the jewels. I don't know where most of my rings are, so I just got 2 on each hand, and then I got my necklaces, my earrings. These are my go-to accessories. Literally everyday makeup, go-to accessories, all that jazz. But yes, I hope you enjoyed. Give me a like, give me a thumbs up, comment what you liked most about this video, or you know, what's your favorite makeup products or makeup brand to use, because honestly I've been like thinking about trying other brands instead of the ones that I just use on a daily basis. So yeah, leave me a comment. Excuse me burping. And what other stuff you want to see me do, because I'm still trying to figure out. I got some, like I feel like I say this all the time, I have lists of things that I plan on doing, so stay tuned for the future. Subscribe if you haven't already, if you want to see this face and you're interested in what I'm going to be doing on this channel, because like I said, I still don't know majority of the stuff that I want to do. I'm trying to be quiet because it's like 12 o'clock in the morning. I don't sleep. Your girl might low-key have insomnia. But subscribe if you haven't already, or if you want to see this face more. Share with somebody who you think would want to see this face or would be interested in seeing what I do, and also post notifications so you know when I post. Yeah, I'm trying to get in the habit of putting stuff out in a timely manner because editing is a lot. Okay, filming and editing, it's a lot. It takes me days to edit, and I don't understand why it takes me days to edit. I just don't get it. ¿Por qué? better why. It just doesn't make sense. But yes, like, comment, share, subscribe, post notifications. And yeah, that's about it. And I will see you next time. Deuces!